Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Well, I don't like that. Covering the mic cross. Let me put it back on the floor. Anyways, so y'all, I legit was trying to ignore this dream. But God is calling me to go ahead and shit. So let's get into it. In this dream, y'all, it's kind of like I'm in this house. I feel like it was not my house anymore, but I used to stay there. I'm going through the closets and I'm getting my clothes out. Okay. Now, before I get to this house, there is another woman there, and she is with someone that I see as my spouse. Okay. And she is trying to entice him into get down, okay? Like just like try to get him to do something. And I bust in the door. Um right after, like, he basically says no, okay? And he is like, no, stop, I don't want to do it, no, I'm not gonna do it, da. She gets upset and she's frustrated, and it's kind of like I open the door and I start going through the closet, but I am in a different part of the house. So it's kind of like the part of the house, I'm in a part of the house where my closet is. I don't even look for him. I'm not looking for him. I'm not looking for her. I'm not concerned with what they're doing. I'm basically getting my stuff and leaving. And he is in this other part of the house with this woman who was trying to entice him, but he decided that he didn't want to be enticed. And she then hears me. It's like they hear me in the room, and he is basically kind of like just sitting there thinking, and she decides that she wants to go where I am. And so she comes into the room that I'm in, and she starts looking at me grabbing my clothes, and she's like, "Are these your clothes?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she's like, "Wow, I like your clothes. I like your style. I like this, dot, dot, dot." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you." You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gathering up my clothes, folding my stuff, and putting it in the bag. And that's the end of the dream. At the end of the dream, this song, like, I had this dream literally before I woke up. And the song that was played is Chill Bill by SZA. Okay, it's not Chill Bill, but y'all already know. But it's my ex. I still love him though. It's like it's basically a song where she's singing about how she is so in love with her ex that and he has moved on with somebody else, and she's not happy that he's moved on with somebody else, so she wants to go and she wants to take his life and the new girl's life as well. Oh, Lord. The scripture comes from Song of Songs 2 and 3. Like an apple tree among the trees of the forest is my beloved among the young men. I delight to sit in his shade, and his fruit is sweet to my taste. Let him lead me to the banquet hall, and let his banner be over me, beloved. Strengthen me with raisins, refresh me with apples, for I am faint with love. His left arm is under my head, and his right arm embraces me. Daughters of Jerusalem, I charge you by the gazelles and by the does of the field, do not arouse or awaken love until its soul desires. So here's the message, okay? Here's the message. Like, I feel in my spirit for somebody, let the man go. Let that man go. Let that man go. Let that man go. And this is somebody that, you know, it didn't work out for whatever reason. Regardless to why. But it did not work out. And this man has moved on. This man is married or has decided that they want to be with somebody else, and their heart belongs to whoever this person is. Regardless if you can see it or not, it's really none of your concern, and it's none of your business. And this may be for someone where you are because in my perspective, I wasn't the ex. Like, in my perspective, I was just sick and tired of my person's stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm so sick of him. I don't even want to talk to him. Let me get my stuff and I'm going to go on about my business. And even in the midst of me getting my things, there's a woman in my face asking me about my clothes and all this other stuff. And it's just like, the patience that I had in this dream is remarkable. Okay. It's remarkable. And even when you think about it, like, this is a situation where you like, who are you and why are you in my house along with my husband? Who are you? God said that he's seeking Lord have mercy. The judgment, first of all, he is seeking judgment upon this woman. Okay, she just refused to move on and she refused to go on about her business. But here's the thing. A big part of this woman's judgment is the fact that, from her perspective, this man and his wife and his spouse they are not together. That regardless if they are just simply not living together, they may be in the midst of a spout, they may be in the midst of a fight, they may be in the midst of an argument, and this person, from her perspective, she sees it as in, I don't understand why he won't just come and be with me. He should be with me and he should be mine. She's not giving him attention anyway. She's not calling him anyway. She's not doing this. She's not doing that. Look, she's doing that. This is their perspective. And in the midst of all this going on, this man still don't want them. He is still turning them down. He is still telling them no. He is still telling them, I don't want you. Like, I just literally feel like God is saying this is their judgment. And a big part of the frustration that they are having, even in the midst of, this is someone that wants to cause harm to this man and to his new person. And for some of you, you may be confused as to why God split you away from your person. And this person, they need to close this. He needs to close this. This has to come to an end. This is a situation where this man has some crazy ex that is stalking around, trying to think of how they are going to get them back. And while you were with your person, in their mind, they are thinking that you are the problem. If only they could get you away from him, then they would be able to get him to understand that he's supposed to be with them. So God either put it up on your heart to leave, something happened and you left, and now this person is alone with this man and they are seeing that it is not you. That man don't want them. It is not the fact that you are there and you're distracting him. And it's not the fact that you are there and you're driving him crazy. It's not the fact that you're constantly calling him on the phone. It's not the fact that you're constantly in his face. He does not want them. God said this person is trying to awaken love without even nobody called for them. They just popping up and they trying to get this man attention and they trying to do this and they trying to do that. God is saying this is their judgment because they are trying to force this man to be in a relationship that he obviously don't want to be in. He don't want them. In the midst of this dream, it's just like this woman was working so hard. And this may even be a situation where this person is trying to be like you. They're trying to mimic you. They're trying to mimic how you dress. They want to mimic how you wear your hair. They want to mimic how you do your makeup. They want to mimic how you talk. They want to mimic all the things about you because they want this man to want them. But this man still don't want them. And he's not going to want them because it's not meant for him to be with them. And this is mental illness that this person has going. They have some problems. They are possessed by demons. They got some issues. This is somebody, they got some issues. But God says he is working this out. Like I said, this is a situation where this person was trying to tell themselves and everybody else that the only reason that this man was so wrapped up in you is because you were there. And you were up in their face. And you were always saying this, and you were always doing that, and you were this and this and this. You were taking up too much. So you were removed. So that they could see that even when you're not there, even when you're not all up in their face, even when you're not all up in their mix, even when you're not calling them every day, even when you're not knocking things over to be up under them, they still want you. And it don't have nothing to do with what they talking about. And they still don't want them. And they don't want them because they don't want them. It's not that they don't want them because you in the way. It's not that they don't want them because you came out of nowhere. It's not that they don't want them because they're just being mean. It's not that they don't want them because whatever. You have nothing to do with it. They don't want them. And God is saying they have to understand that they don't want them. This is somebody, they are plotting against you. Okay. And I have to let somebody know that they are planning all kind of evil. They are planning to do this. They are planning to do that. They want to do this. They may have rounded up people from this area. Maybe it's a neighborhood. They may have been convinced people that you took their spot, and they convinced people you did this, you did that. You ain't do none of that. In reality, the man don't want them, and they need to let them go. They need to leave y'all alone. And I just feel like God is saying, regardless if it has to come to a place to where this man lets this woman know, I don't want you, please leave me alone. Or like, it's just, I just feel like this man is going to have to put his foot down with this situation. And it has to come from him. And I'm saying that because if it comes with you saying it, it seems as though you are making him. And he really doesn't want to do that. And you're being mean, and you're being controlling, and you're manipulating him, and you're doing this. This person is trying to make you out to be a monster. They're trying to make it seem as though you're forcing this man to do certain things. And you're forcing this man to do this. And you're forcing this man to do that. So God has instructed you to gather all your stuff and get out the way. Because this person, they're delusional. And they refuse to just accept the fact that the man don't want them. And that in reality, they are trying to stir up love in a pot that's empty. God said they trying to stir it up. And they thinking maybe if they dress more like you. It don't have nothing to do with the way you dress. Because 9 out of 10, if you've been knowing this man for years, 10 years ago, you wasn't dressing the way that you dress today. And that's just the truth. It don't have nothing to do with the way your body shaped. Because 10 years ago, you wasn't shaped the way you shaped today. It don't have nothing to do. Like, this is a situation where this person, it's like, it may take some time for them to understand, for them to get it through their head, to get it through their skull, that it has nothing to do with you changing this person's perspective. You didn't change this person. You didn't try to manipulate this person. You aren't trying to convince this person of anything. You weren't like, no. This is a choice that this man has made. And that's just like how in this dream, like, this woman was trying to force him into doing something he didn't want to do. And this person, and from their point of view, you are the bad guy, and you are trying to make this man do this, and you're trying to make this man do that. But in reality, it is them. They are the bad guys. They are the ones trying to make this happen. They trying to make that happen. They want to orchestrate this, and they want to orchestrate that. God said this person is a maniac. They losing it. But it's okay. God is saying that he has to show them. He will allow them to see that it is not a situation where you are the big bad wolf and you came in and you stole this man away. He was never theirs to begin with. It's not a situation where you came in and you changed their perspective. This is how they always viewed things. This is how they were always thinking. This is not like, it doesn't have anything to do with you. So God is allowing it to get to a point to where you're not around this person every day. You're not up under them every single day. You're not calling them every single day. They're not seeing you every single day. Yet and still they are sitting around daydreaming about you. Yet and still they miss you. Yet and still they want to call you. Yet and still they want to go be around you because they love you. It don't have nothing. You didn't make nothing. You didn't make them do nothing. You're not forcing them to do nothing. In some cases, God is removing you so that this man can chase after you, so that this woman will see it's not that you have been chasing after him. Because this is somebody, they have made themselves believe that this man don't really want you. They have made themselves believe that this man don't really love you. They have made themselves believe that you're making this man do this, that, and the third. God said, you get out of his way because this man is about to show out for you. He's finna show how much he does love you. He's finna show that it's not a situation where you're forcing anything. It's not a situation. No. God said sometimes we are so accepting of men, that we'll accept them even when they're in a low point. We'll accept them even when they're going through it. We'll accept them like, it's something like we as women, we see, when we see a man, we will see their potential and we'll even accept them where they are. And it's okay. And I just feel like this is for someone, you accepted them where they were and it was okay. You didn't allow this man to really do his man thing and chase after you. You didn't allow him to prepare for you. You didn't allow him to do certain things. God said he wants them to do that. He needs to show you this. And it's not specifically just for you, because it's even for people like this woman that are sitting around and they're looking and they're thinking, no, I don't think he really likes her, because if he really likes her, he would do this, that, and the third, and he would do this and he would do that, and this would happen and that would happen. God said, get out the way and let this man show you and show the world that he wants you. Let the man show the world that he does love you. Let him prove. He needs to prove to his family. He needs to prove to his friends. He needs to show that he really loves you. I'm being reminded of the movie, what is that movie with, it's Cedric the Entertainer and, Steve Harvey, Lil Bow Wow, Solange. I forgot the name of the movie. But, towards the end of the movie, like throughout the movie, his mom, Cedric's mom, hated his wife. She hates his wife. She can't stand his wife. She don't like nothing that his wife does. And his wife and him are separated. And she's constantly telling him, you never stood up for me. You never did this. You never did that. And finally, towards the end of the movie, he actually stands up to his mom about his wife. And his mom says, I've been waiting for years for you to stand up for her. I've been waiting for years for you to show me that you really do love her. I've been waiting for years for you, and it's about time. And I'm just saying this to say, for somebody, this man needs to prove that he really loves you, because this is a man that has just been standing around and people have been talking down on you and he ignored it, and people have been saying all kind of, like, this is somebody, they have not really shown how much they love you. They have not really shown that they truly care about you. They have allowed things to, it's like they're being a pushover, God says. They're just allowing people to say anything about you and treat you any kind of way. And this is causing people to believe that this man really don't love you and that you forcing this man to do this and you forcing this man to do that. So God has pulled you back and said, get out the way. But God says this woman is in for a surprise. Whoever this woman is that's trying to stir up an empty pot, she is in for a surprise. She is in for a surprise because she is going to eventually come to the realization, and it may hurt, that this man don't want her. He wants his wife. He wants whoever it is. He did not, he didn't say I do by mistake. It wasn't a situation where he was being forced into a marriage. It wasn't a situation where, no. God said this woman is going to be upset. She going to be bothered, and that's too bad. She already upset. She already bothered. But God said she is in for a rude awakening, okay? And that's the message. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.